There are some iPhone features that are so deeply hidden, it's incredibly easy to miss them. Today I'm going to show you 10 iPhone tricks, starting with a messaging shortcut that literally blew my mind. Stick around because I bet you'll find at least one trick that you'll start using today. As we go, drop a comment with the one that you didn't know. Let's dive in. Instead of forwarding one message at a time, there's a much faster way. In the Messages app, tap and hold the first text message. Select More from the pop-up menu. Tap the circles next to the text that you want to copy or send. Press the curved arrow icon at the bottom right. Then you can add any additional text you like, type the recipient's name or number at the top, and hit Send. It's that easy. This is the ultimate feature for when you need to copy multiple parts of a conversation and send it to someone else. I always used to copy a text box, back out, go paste it somewhere else, and repeat the process over and over. Once I learned this, it saved me a ton of time. And once you know that, just copying part of a message gets even better. If you only need one sentence or even one phrase from a text message, don't bother copying the whole thing and then trying to edit it. Simply tap and hold the text box, tap Select from the drop-down menu, drag the handles to highlight only the part you want. Then tap Copy so that you can paste it wherever you need. This is perfect for addresses, dates, or just one key detail in a text. Now let's make group chats easier to manage. You already know how easy it is to add one person to a group chat just by clicking the plus button. But what if you accidentally added the wrong person to the group? You can still manage it all without starting over. Here's how to do it. In the Messages app, open the group chat with 4 or more people in it. Tap the group name or the profile icons at the top. Press and hold the contact's name of the person that you want to remove. Select Remove from Group, and then confirm by tapping Remove again. This feature requires other people to also be using Apple devices. Don't forget to tap that like button. It not only helps others see this video, but it makes my day as well. Next is a super simple contacts trick that feels way smarter than it should. If you've got duplicate people saved in your phone, you can clean that up instantly. Open the Contacts app. Use 2 fingers to select duplicates that you would like to merge. Now, with those selected, long press on one of them. Select Merge Cards to merge them instantly. Now, it's important to note that you don't have to worry about losing anything. Apple automatically merges everything from both the contacts without duplication. Now let's turn plain text into something way more useful. When sharing a website link with someone, if you want to have cleaner text, you can simply replace that text with a hyperlink. This makes your text look intentional and much easier to read. Copy the website link you want to use. Open an Apple app such as Notes or Pages or Mail and highlight the text you want to turn into a link. Once the text is highlighted, simply tap Paste, and iOS will automatically turn that text into a clickable hyperlink. This is great for making your text look way more polished. And speaking of useful, Spotlight Search can do so much more than people realize. Spotlight is basically your iPhone's secret utility drawer. Did you know it could do this? Or this? Or even this? This is one of those features that people have for years and still don't use it enough. If you're in the middle of a conversation and someone asks you how the Apple stock's doing today, you don't have to jump into the stock app to find the answer. Just do this. From any home screen, either tap the search icon at the bottom or swipe down from the middle of the home screen. Now you can either type or tap the mic button at the bottom right like I do. For stocks, just type a ticker symbol like AAPL and it will show you the stock price. For a temperature conversion, just say 75 degrees Fahrenheit and it will show you Celsius. For flights, just type the airline code and the flight number like this. For definitions, just say or type define and then the word. Let me know in the comments your favorite use for Spotlight. Now here's a surprisingly practical timer trick. You can use Siri to set a timer based on a deadline. You could calculate exactly how many minutes and seconds it is until that next meeting, or you can simply let your iPhone do it by saying, "Hey Siri, set a timer for my 2 p.m. meeting," and it will do the rest. Your iPhone knows exactly how many minutes and seconds that is, and it will do the calculation for you. Next, we're going into the Photos app, and this one makes a huge difference. You can reorder your Photos app section to make it a lot more usable for you. Apple completely redesigned the Photos layout in iOS 18, and if you're like me, you tried to just get used to it without making any major changes. I tried to get used to the layout before I finally stopped and rearranged it. It helps to know how. Open the Photos app. Tap on the Collections button at the bottom. Tap the ellipsis at the top next to your profile photo, and tap Reorder. Just long press on the collection that you want to move to the top, or wherever. Once you finish, tap the blue check mark at the top right. Now you can also edit the Pins section by tapping the Edit button, and you actually can delete or re-add sections, and also long press the sections and reorder them like we did before. Then tap the X at the top right corner to save it. This is one of those tiny changes that makes the whole app feel a lot less frustrating. And now for a portrait trick. You can instantly switch a regular photo into a portrait shot, or if you don't like it, you can switch it right back. So you can test the look without permanently committing to it. For iPhone 15s or newer, open the Photos app and tap on a photo of a person or a pet. Look for the portrait button at the top left of your screen. You might see it as a tiny F. Tap it and look for Portrait. Once you tap Portrait, you can use the slider Edit button at the bottom to change the depth of field. If you don't like it, simply tap the Portrait button again at the top to turn it off. Either way, tap Done at the top right to save your choice. I like this option because it feels like you have a safety net. Just keep in mind it won't work with every photo, and it requires iPhone 15 or greater. Now, this next one surprises a lot of people. You already know how to take a screenshot by pressing the side button and the volume up button simultaneously. But if you hate that your screenshot takes over your entire display and forces you to manually save it every time, you can change that in Settings. Open the Settings app, tap on General, scroll down and select Screen Capture, and toggle off the switch next to Full Screen Previews. This one change instantly forces your screenshots to drop back down into that small, unobtrusive corner at the bottom of your screen. It's a lifesaver if you want your screenshots to feel faster and less interruptive. Before I get to the life lesson, a quick shout out to all my subscribers. I just want to tell you how much I really appreciate you. You really make my day. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps this video be seen by others. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it's free to do. Now here's the life lesson for today. If there's one big takeaway from these tips, it's that just because you've been doing something the same way for years, it doesn't mean it's the best way. We get so used to our daily friction and minor annoyances that we just accept them. But sometimes a tiny adjustment or a fresh perspective is all it takes to make life a whole lot smoother. Don't be afraid to change your settings on both your phone and in your life. This is Mike with Easy and Simple. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.